Yeah, Natasha Howard handled business 21-5-5. She been going crazy. Leah Boston had 16-12 as well. Sophie Cunningham had 17.
Did CC play?
Nah.
I wonder why they on a 5-game win streak, but let's keep it going.
Say that though?
What's up?
They playing better without her?
Right, as of this year, you can say that, yes. But hey, stay in our locker room. The Mercury,
for real.
Yeah, well,
I always speak the gospel, bro.
I respect it.
I don't.
Indiana Fever on a 5-game win streak. I believe the longest winning streak they have had in 10 seasons. And of course, Cece has not played in, I believe, 6 or 7 games now. So the $1 million question is Caitlin Clark or Indiana better with or without Cece? The thing I will say is that this team is not the same as last year's team. There's a reason why they went out and got Natasha Howard, Sydney Colson, DeWanna Bonner before she left. They brought in Sophie Cunningham, Erin McDonald when Caitlin originally got hurt. There's a reason why this team leveled up, because they did not have enough. That's no shade to Caitlin or Lee or anybody else, is that they didn't have enough. That's why they went in and brought other players to help them win. The biggest difference I see when I watch Indiana play this season versus last season, or I should say with Caitlin Clark versus without, is the defense. Indiana is a very, very gritty defensive team without Caitlin Clark on the floor. And I also think what gives teams a bit of a hard time is because Cece requires so much attention that when she's there, you know who you got to focus on, right? Because everything pretty much goes through her. You know you can't leave her open. She's going to shoot the threes. She's going to pass the ball, look to pass it. But without her there, everybody else, you don't know who's going to eat. You saw Kelsey Mitchell yesterday. She was struggling because they were focused and honing on her. They shut her down. Natasha Howard got off. Sophie Cunningham, Aaliyah Boston. The element of surprise is the best advantage that Indiana has going without Caitlin Clark. What do I mean? The identity when Caitlin Clark is playing is CC. Everything's going to go through CC. You know you have to account for her, number one, on the scouting report. Without her, you have no idea. Teams don't know who they should be preparing for, who's going to be the focal point. You can tell yesterday if you watched the game versus Seattle Storm, they prepared to pretty much shut down Kelsey Mitchell. And it was evident because she could not really score last night. Like, she was missing most of her shots, but because she was number one option, she was the focal point. That allowed Sophie Cunningham to get off, Natasha Howard, Aaliyah Boston. That, to me, if they can find a way to bring Caitlin Clark back in, when she's healthy enough to play, of course, but still keep that element of surprise, I think that will be how they're one of the last 4 teams standing and contending for a championship. This is no slight to Caitlin Clark at all. Hearing what I'm saying. When it comes to basketball, people know who they have to account for. And if they do everything or continue to do everything through Caitlin Clark, it's not going to be hard to come up with a plan to try to shut her down and minimize her. The best way for them to win a championship or contend for one, should I say, is to make sure they have an offense that keeps everybody involved.